Guys, whatever I'm showing you in this video is super important. Watch it patiently and do follow me on Instagram because there are certain news updates on this news coming up very soon in the near future. 11th January 2022 at 8:27 p.m. Very important for you guys to note this date because until this morning there was no such news update. But hold on, right here as you can see, there is a major news update. What has this US Embassy India Twitter account tweeted? Well, currently we are not planning to cancel the previously scheduled student appointments. That's good, right? If you already have an appointment for January, you're good enough. You're good to go and you can actually go ahead, appear for the interview. They may or may not approve it, but you can go for the interview, right? The next thing, we continue to monitor the rapid spread of COVID-19 across India and the latest health and safety guidelines issued by CDC and the government of India. So they're monitoring it, okay? They're saying that, okay, COVID has suddenly started peaking in India, right? There's a lot more COVID than there used to be in the last couple of weeks. And what they're doing is, in the interest of health and safety of visa applicants and our team, that is the US Travel Docs team, what they're saying is we will not be opening additional in-person student appointments for the month of January. Now, this is actually not good at all, right? Leave the rest of it. It's not important at all. But, not releasing appointments for January, let me tell you how this affects you. You're an applicant, you already have an admit for spring 22. Hey, maybe you were a fall 22 applicant and your visa process could not happen and you deferred the process to spring 22, right? From fall 21 to spring 22, you already are here. I personally know such applicants, I'm working with a couple of them. And now at this point of time, when you're looking at appointments, right, in the last 2 or 3 days, at least the appointments have not been releasing a lot. They were releasing previously, right? At least placeholders were releasing. Now, not even placeholders. And on top of that, what is happening is that the slots in itself, right? If you're getting a placeholder slot and you're going for the emergency appointment in the last 1.5 weeks, most of them are getting denied. In fact, almost all of them are getting denied. And then on top of that, what they're saying is we won't be releasing any more January appointments. What that means essentially is that you will have to defer your term for the most part, right? Well, there are alternatives. We've actually done a lot of research, and while this news is breaking news, it is very important for you to understand that this is not good for us at all. I know a lot of students who are in the situation, they got their I-20 late, they got their admit late, they basically just couldn't start the process for some reason, right? But this does not help any of those students. And it doesn't make sense for such students to actually not go because they're literally at the end of the line. They're at the end of the process. They've done everything from test preparation to actually applying to schools, SOPs, LORs, all of those things, applications, and then waiting. The waiting is the hardest part. Once you finally get the admit, this is not something that you would like to see. In fact, there was no news update like this until this morning, right? December 11th. But in the night, they have posted this update that they will not be opening appointments. Let me tell you, my personal opinion is that you should get a slot. My personal opinion is that you should get a visa, right? And the way that we have done a lot of research, for India at least, people I'm already working with and they already have their slots. That's great. For the people that we're already working with and they do not have their slots, guys, you already know, we sent out an email about, I believe, 2 days back. We've come across a whole new process. We've done a lot of research on neighboring countries, which countries are giving out the visa for you in the next 10-15 days maximum. And if you're worried about it, don't worry. I want to put this out officially. We've actually seen this happen with 3 or 4 of our applicants who have already gotten the process done. There's a 100% success rate. I want you to go for it. Okay. And for those of you who are not working with us and would like to leverage our research, you can take a look at the visa application help service. Because not only is the part about getting the slot important, the part about, look, if you don't get the slot, right, that's hard. But when you do get the slot, and you get rejected because of stupid reason like DS-160 or maybe your financials are incorrect or your mock interview, major part of importance if you're going to a neighboring country also, why are you not applying from your own country, right? Major part of importance, and you get rejected because of that question, that shouldn't happen. And training for all of that has to be done before you actually appear for such interviews. So, if your program start date has not crossed, right, if it hasn't crossed, I welcome you. If you would like to work with me, I'm very happy to help, and I can almost assure you that it will certainly happen for you. We've already seen this happen for a lot of applicants, and we can assure that in your case also we expect it to happen. In a lot of cases, we have never really seen a rejection in that case, and 10-15 days is not too much. If your university is allowing you to come till even 20th of January, 25th of January, maybe a little bit later, that's usually good enough. That's good enough time, and we can work on this process. I understand that you would probably not want to delay it any further. And all of you guys who are actually, watching this, I want you guys to actually talk about this, Go ahead, raise your voice. It's really important for you to actually do that. I know it's a little bit late now, but you gotta do that. Otherwise, they certainly would not be able to open any appointments unless there is some sort of group forming up, some sort of team forming up that is asking them to open up these slots. For me, we're all on the same side. We actually have to get you to the United States, and that's the end goal, and we will do whatever possible to achieve that goal for you. We've actually already built the process, built the whole guideline. We've actually built and established everything. And that's why I'm coming to you over here. Because of this news that came out, it's very important that I came out to you with a solution and not just the problem. So there's your solution. If you're interested, you can actually go ahead to this page. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description. You can actually take a look at how we can help you, and you can actually book a free appointment if you have any doubts as well, by the way, so that we can actually connect with you and help you understand how we will be able to help you, right? You don't actually have to go ahead and pay or anything first off. We can actually talk about this, talk about how we can help, and then we can move forward, all right? Now, apart from that, if you are looking to defer, you're not really certain, first off, I don't recommend that, but still, if you are looking to defer, then you gotta talk to your DSO. Go ahead, email your DSO, show them this screenshot right here. I'll just open it up once again. This is the main one, right? Go show them the screenshot right here that they're not opening up these slots and I'm not able to get one. So at this point, I would like to defer my program, right? Chances are 99% they will take a look at this and they will defer your admit. So you will be able to go in for fall 22. But I still do not want you to understand this in such a way that fall 22 is going to be very easy to get these slots. We'll still be working with all the applicants. I know that fall last year was a little bit easier to get these slots, but in the last 1.5 years, we've been seeing that it's very difficult to even get these slots. And on top of that, if you get a rejection, it's almost impossible to make it to that term. So don't make that mistake. Really go in hard and train and do whatever you can and raise your voice, because this is not right. This just doesn't make sense to me. I think thousands of students are going to be losing out on their education, and why waste 6 months of their valuable time? It just doesn't. US, I believe, is one of the greatest study abroad destinations, and this is not what we expect from a country like that. So I want you to raise your voice. I know that I'm repeating that a lot, but it's important that you actually take some action, right? If you're interested, get in touch. I'll see you in the next one. For now, goodbye and take care.